the start. The Heat with a 2-0 lead. 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Wade with the crossover move and score!
That's what you get with Dwyane Wade. He has broken a few ankles this season with that strong crossover.
Miami just 1 of 8 here in the second quarter. Foul is called on Traylor. That's a blocking foul. Injuries, primarily a bone contusion of the right wrist.
He is a very exciting player. He is athletic. He plays above the rim. He has had tremendous finishes at the ends of fast breaks, which bring these people to their feet and really injects energy into his teammates.
Wade changed his mind and took it to the rim. That's the first Miami field goal in 8.5 minutes.
This is a big matchup right here. If Wade is ever going to become, there's the strip, back-to-back fouls by Wade. If he's ever going to become a true superstar, this is the one side of the floor, the defensive end, that he must improve.
Dwyane Wade called for a second foul. Now George Lynch checks back in, replacing Stacey Augmon. And here is Odom taking to the hoop. Odom with the rebound. Wade for 3. Dwyane Wade from downtown to take the shot, so West Alert was able to handle that pass and tipped it over to McLaurin. However, Eddie Jones right back from downtown. It has been an outstanding first career playoff game for Lamar Odom. Wade with the steal. Wade pushing it. Met by Armstrong. Butler facing the double, finding Wade, and he is fouled.
Has passed that time out of the double team by Karan Butler.
They have won their last 12 at home. Overall, 17 of their last 21 games.
One thing they did is they built everything around Mashburn and Baron Davis as far as the new offense.
Here comes Wade. Oh, what a move. We talked about the high energy and the excitement level that this rookie provides. Dwyane Wade able to race it to the rim.
But they are concentrating on getting the ball into his hands versus the smaller Heat team.
Butler withdrawn. Karan Butler has 8 points. David Wesley his 3rd from downtown. Grant right back, and both clubs are shooting well here in the 3rd. Game 1 of the best of 7 of this Eastern Conference. First round series, Wade again. It has been an electrifying performance at the offensive end by the rookie Dwyane Wade. First here as a member of the Heat. Nice backdoor pass. Wade is fouled by West.
Well, I would think that Ray Ralston would get votes in 2 categories this year.
Davis and Williams. Here's Davis. Rebounded by Butler. And here come the Heat, led by Wade to the left hand again. He is so effective at protecting the basketball and taking it to the rim. Alston from Wade downtown. That's his second 3-pointer. Jeff brought me up to date.
Well, what was Stan's response when you asked him, was Jeff happy?
Well, Butler, he wasn't depressed. He said, so that was positive. Another Miami steal. Here comes Wade. Dwyane Wade extends to a 12-point Miami lead. Hornets get back in a hurry, but good transition defense by the Heat.
Eddie Jones, that's who Miami normally goes to try and get something going down the stretch. They let the rookie handle Wade out in front, trying to create off the dribble.
By Wade putting the move on Davis. Here is Wade. Yes! With 1.3 to go in the 4th quarter, the rookie Dwyane Wade has given Miami a 2-point lead. The Hornets take a timeout.
See Wade floating down the lane that time. They open up the whole floor. They let him go one-on-one against Davis. He elevates, gets himself in the air, enough strength to control the ball and get it up over the top of Baron Davis.
1 3/10 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. 21 points for Dwyane Wade. And here's Smith looking. They have no timeouts remaining. The pass deflected by Butler, and that will wrap it. A dramatic Game 1 victory for the Heat. They've defeated the Hornets 81-79.
At guard, number 3,
Similar playoff-type atmosphere here in Miami. A very tightly contested game, certainly in Game 1. Won on a last-second teardrop runner by Dwyane Wade, and the rookie comes up with the steal to get things started as he finishes off the window. That is P.J. Brown, a line drive shot, and Jones the rebound. Jones quickly inside, finds the rookie Wade.
Down on those mistakes, even when he's trying to force the pace. But one thing that running will do, it will give you volume, and you'll get a chance to make up for those mistakes.
Well, the Hornets, Steve, have had their opportunities. They've missed a couple of bunnies, and Butler and Miami taking full advantage on the other end, and a timeout called. It has been all Miami here at the start, getting it done with defense. New Orleans careless with the basketball, and as a result, Miami with a 7-point lead.
Get that easy transition bucket, and they kind of reestablish themselves now. They have a 9-point lead.
Along the way, now to Dwyane Wade, who's been quiet here as a scorer, and the rookie with a heading play, getting Ogden up in the air. You talk about the fact that Wade has been grounded. Here's a kid just 22 years of
The
age.
reason that coaches lose their jobs are much different now than they were in the past. Wade
Finds Brian Grant. Close off from Steve Smith, but he got there too late.
Davis begins to try to start looking at, taking the ball to the rim. He is not making anything outside. Wade.
Well, Dwyane Wade has picked his spots offensively tonight. Just 4 shot attempts for Wade, but he's knocked down 3 of them. He has 8 points. Eddie Jones turns and faces on Wesley. Now it's Wade spinning baseline over Darrell Armstrong. Here's Wesley.
Look at the quality shot that one team is getting versus the other. Armstrong and the Hornets are playing outside the line, and that makes it tough. McGlure trying to hoist that one up, couldn't get it done.
Here is Wade now in transition, a 3-on-2. Wade somehow able to get the pass from Caron Butler. The Hornets need a timeout.
They need more than a timeout. They need help. They need a cavalry to come and rescue them.
Better than 20,000 here at American Airlines Arena. Wade, baseline, getting Armstrong in the air. And that one nearly falling for Wade. And he is now perfect at the free throw line, 4 for 4.
Get this down to a 10-point game with about 5 minutes left in the game. So Caron Butler says, well, not on my watch. You're not going to do it. He gets the big hoop from the corner.
Offensive rebound underneath by West. He was turned aside, and Haslam finally with a defensive board for Miami. And David West is hobbling.
Remember how well the Heat started the ball game, and then they were missing wide open opportunities like this.
It started out a little bit of give and take in this game, but it turned out into a huge blowout. Were you surprised by that?
Well, we just came out. We played great team defense tonight. And, that opened up our running game some in the first half. They did a great job of getting it back. So once we get out in transition, we're a pretty good team.
What can you expect from the Hornets now that you turn around and head to their house? Clearly a lot of guys hurt.
We expect them to come out and play hard. They got a couple days to get a lot of guys, their injuries ready. So, we're going to expect a war up there.
Clearly you were the hero in Game 1. A lot of nice performance out here from you tonight as well. How much fun is your first playoff?
It's unbelievably fun. I think what made it special is that my first playoff is at home in front of a crowd that we love to play for, and they love us to play out here. So, it's been great.
And they love you right back. Thanks so very much. Spiro, let's go back to you.
Susie, thank you very much. Dwyane Wade tonight, 14 points. One of 5 Miami players in double digits as Miami wins it by 30 over New Orleans. And the Hornets tonight, the second lowest field goal percentage in NBA playoff history.
And they go to Baron Davis, the number 6 scorer in the NBA. And Odom has it, and out to Wade. Look at Davis, one of the top thieves in the NBA. And a technical foul on Baron Davis after he knocked it away from the rookie Wade. And Eddie Jones with the grand screen and backed away to hit the game winner in game one with a traveling violation on the rookie Wade.
Well, you have to be happy if you're Tim Floyd. 3 possessions for Miami. You forced a jump shot by Lamar Odom, and you forced 2 turnovers.
And Butler saves it with the hustle play. Jones to Wade, and picked up by Caron Butler. Eddie Jones picks it up. Here comes Wade. Offensive energy has been a problem on the road in particular for Miami. The miss right there. And Miami continues to struggle, 1 of 10.
Well, you've also no second shot opportunities either.
Brown with the screen. Wesley could move around, but it was picked up. And here comes Dwyane Wade with a 3-on-1. Oh! Wade up high and down hard. As we've got Jones and Odom with a little 2-man game, and Odom right up against McClure and dishing it outside. Wade for 3.
There's going to be some banging and finish strong.
Nice ball rotation here as Butler across the lane. Wade with the shot clock at 3. Tries to penetrate. Out of bounds it goes, and the shot clock is at 2. There's Dwyane Wade. Wait for Coach Tom Crean. Oh, looks like Wade may have gotten stepped on the foot as he is grimacing. And Caron Butler for 2 nails a much-needed Miami field goal.
When you play Miami, you better be able to guard the dribbler. Packing it in. They've zoned up the last possession.
They don't play a lot of zone, do they?
No, see if we can get some dribble penetration. This is what you want Wade to do, to shoot jump shots. That's not the strength of his game. As he matures and his game develops, that's the area that's going to have to get better. He's lightning quick, and we'll get in there in that lane, but he's going to have to improve that jump shot.
Armstrong the steal, Odom from behind, and alters the shot, and Butler is there. Great hustle by Lamar Odom. And here comes Alston again. He is the energy guy off the bench and slashing inside and looking to feed, and Wade couldn't find the handle. And here comes McClure as the turnovers go back and forth, feeding with their respective teams in the NBA. Dwyane Wade into Baron Davis, and he dislodged him, and Malik Allen puts in the miss. That's hard to do, is to get Baron Davis off his feet.
Final swan song, okay?
I'll be looking forward to that game. Here comes Stacey Altman across the lane, and he is fouled as he tried to make some moves, and Dwyane Wade was there defending, and the rookie from Marquette, who took his team to the Final Four a season ago, picks up the foul. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 shooting threes this afternoon. And they double him. Nice trap. McClure and Davis made the defensive play. Davis will finish at the offensive end. Baron Davis.
26 points. They had 93 in game 2. 93 to 63 was the final score.
Odom and Wade with Augman and Davis right in front. Rebound by P.J. Brown. Heinrich up in Chicago. What great young kids.
I agree with that.
And Grant, Wade. Oh, he was hit in the face. And Baron Davis the other way. And a look at Dwyane Wade, who is not seriously injured in this game.
Well, when you look at Dwyane Wade and you look at Lamar Odom, the 2 key players for this team, they're the ones that create all the havoc for Miami. They're combined 3 of 13 in the first half shooting, and they have 9 of the 12 turnovers.
Rebounding leader is Caron Butler with 9 for Miami. That's P.J. Brown. And they got numbers coming back. The very quick Dwyane Wade and a charge on Wade.
No place to go. It's his 6th turnover of the game. And that has really cost Miami here today. He's had 6, Lamar Odom's had 4, so those 2 have combined for 10 turnovers. You see tonight, 1 of 7. He also has 6 turnovers, averaging 17.5 the first 2 games. This is his first playoff game on the road as a rookie, so he's learning game by game what this is all about.
Screen by Odom, and that is out of bounds, and 12 seconds on the shot clock.
He couldn't even jump. He just froze it.
Bad ankle, bad knee for Baron Davis, who had a knee or other an ankle twist earlier in the game. And a nice offensive rebound by Wade, but he stepped out of bounds.
They have really frustrated Dwyane Wade today. He's 1 of 8 from the floor.
And Rex, I think it's fair to say that Miami is really concerned about the psyche of Dwyane Wade.
Well, Gary, Dwyane Wade is a rookie. He's had a fabulous rookie year, but the playoffs on the road are a completely different ball game. In games 1 and 2, Dwyane Wade was a stud, even making an acrobatic shot in game 1 for the big win. But in game 3, it was a different story. Baron Davis set the tone early in a little veteran gamesmanship, taking Wade to the floor and picking up a technical in the opening seconds. Wade was virtually ineffective from that point on, going 1 for 8 from the field, 6 turnovers, no assists in 32 minutes. I look for Dwyane Wade to really respond tonight, and he better respond because Baron Davis can be the best point guard in the league when he makes his mind up to be.
Baron Davis going in traffic. The ball is loose and going to be tipped out of bounds with 1 second on the shot clock.
Yeah, Baron Davis did exactly what he needs to do, get into the lane, but I'd love to see LaFleur and Brown create a window where they can hit him if it helps.
And with 1 second, McGlure tries the hook, and he got a pretty good look with a second to go, and that's going to be off the Heat. And so New Orleans is going to get the ball back.
Not a bad play call there, but you hate to take your first shot of the game with a 22-foot hook shot.
Here's Davis, brings it into Wesley. He's kind of the heart and soul of this team. He's playing hurt. He's had problems with his left big toe. Baron Davis with the first basket of the game.
And I think that's big for Baron Davis.
Into the corner comes Wesley's feeling it. Doesn't get this one. McGlure tries a follow tip. Back tap comes out. And it's going to be picked up and eventually corralled by Dwyane Wade, the rookie, and he's fouled by P.J. Brown on the breakout.
Well, he's fouled by him. That's exactly what the Heat wants.
And in game 1, he won it with 1.3 seconds to go, and he is able to rattle in both free throws. 14 fouls now against the Hornets, 2 against the Heat, and there's Wade. And Wade, you know, just really was, I think, affected psychologically, don't you?
Rookie Wade responding. So far, so good. 1 for 1 with 4 points and a steal.
He refused to answer Doc Rivers' call. Finally, he talked to his godmother, who's here tonight, Cynthia Slade.
That goes. Kenyon Martin's playing pretty well. He's still waiting for a contract with the Nets, and we saw him. Here is Wade backing in. Creates it nicely. And Udonis Haslem, who's quite a story himself. He played in France last year. Davis 2 of 2 behind the line. Odom with that running left-hander. He is so athletic, ready to pay off for this team.
Well, and I'll tell you what else he's paying off. They're getting some misses by the Hornets, and as a result of it, they can get out and get early offense.
There's Wade again, and that should help his confidence.
Well, I was just getting ready to say, Coach, you know, I know Stan's got to be a little upset right now with the way his team's come out.
About 67% in the regular season last year, 71 inside Haslem, and they really got the ball inside against the Hornets that time. 10 on the shot clock. Wade looked at Brian Grant. He's going to go in, passes into the corner to Eddie Jones, and he got the 3.
Good shot.
What earlier, just moments ago, was a 7-point lead. Wade to Brian Grant. Grant will pull up, and he got it.
And Jamal McGlure, he gets any position that he wants.
Out it comes. Jones hit a 3 just a moment ago, and you got to call the glass on that, don't you, Rex?
No, you don't.
You don't?
Take it, run back down the court like you meant to.
4 on the shot clock, and there's a Davis shot. I do not believe what I just saw. He's hit 2 shots where people have hit him in midair, and he's strong enough to deliver.
Dwyane Wade, why he didn't go to the basket, though.
Wow. Biggest lead of the game now. And there's a foul on Wade as he elbowed Davis down. Wade very frustrated right now.
Baron Davis has gotten under his skin a little bit.
Wade has picked up the foul. Right now, Baron Davis is dictating to the rookie. He has taken him to school.
Dwyane Wade's brain right now.
And the veteran has become hobbling out, having a little trouble running. He does dig it out somehow. He shows you how strong he is, or hits back the other way.
This is Miami's game right here. Transition when it's an opening when they can get through.
Wade looks at a 3, moves in closer, and with a running one-hander, he could get the old-fashioned three-point play as he'll go to the free throw line.
That's a very nice move by the rookie. He could have shot 2 jump shots and elected to go ahead and take it inside.
Year for the award, Elton Brand and Shane Battier and Kerry Kittles were the others from the division, and there's Odom. And Odom right now, I think he's decided he's going to try to carry this team offensively. Pull up and not able to get it out. comes Stacey Arkman, the plastic man, almost backcourt. And he traveled with it anyway. Tim Floyd didn't like that. He thought there should have been a foul called. Up to Butler, batted away by Davis. Saved by Wade to the hole.
Dwyane Wade's going to be a very good player in this league, coach, for a long time.
And he has less pressure on him when he doesn't have to be a setup guy.
4 of 15, but they're still in the game, down by 6. Dwyane Wade's got to get it in.
That's 5
And
seconds.
he didn't. That's a 5-second count.
Stan Van Gundy is looking at his rookie and saying, here's the 20.
Wow.
Well, it's a learning experience for him.
So far, 4 games. The home team has won all 4. And that's certainly been the story for Dwyane Wade, the terrific rookie for Miami Heat. He's just like his team has gone. Played very well at home, has struggled on the road, and they need him to play well because he's a very special player, Bill.
Like Dwyane Wade is emblematic of the new look Miami Heat. This is not your parents' Heat at all because it's a young, dynamic, and athletic team. The first 2 games, he was incredibly vibrant up and down the court. In the games in New Orleans, they took the ball out of his hands. But Stan Van Gundy, their coach, told us today that he's a very quick learner and has made all the adjustments. He needs to get into the open court. Playing at home in front of this raucous crowd will really help Dwyane Wade.
They have started to really embrace this team here in Miami. Last couple of years, they've been empty seats quite a bit. But as the season progressed, the city really latched on because of players like Dwyane Wade and Caron Butler, young players, energetic, athletic players. Tim Floyd said it was so bad, so embarrassing after game 2 that he really didn't have to have motivational speeches as Wade. Nice recovery in the block shot. He felt the Hornets were so embarrassed that this veteran team would come back strong, and they did in games 3 and 4.
David Wesley's playing outstanding defense, giving up a lot of size and athleticism to Eddie Jones.
Good hustle from Wade, last touch by Wesley. And that particular play, Bill, that's pretty much an epitome of the way this series has gone. These 2 teams really fighting for every loose ball, for every possession. There's usually one play a game where you're just amazed at what he can do.
I like the fact that Dwyane Wade is attacking.
The Heat have missed 7 of their first 9 from the field. That ball off Baron Davis. Good help defense from Caron Butler. Well, good rotation defensively from Miami, and Butler with the steal.
Nice closeout defense by David Wesley. You got to get to the hoop if you're Caron Butler there.
And Wade knocks it down. So Wade, after some shooting struggles in games 3 and 4, he did have 10 assists in game 4, but he's looking much more aggressive offensively here in game 5.
Well, you were with Dwyane Wade in 2001. You took him over to Italy. Did you see how special of a player he was going to be all the way back then?
Jim, he is the most athletic guy I have ever been around in my life. I mean, he was spectacular. He went over there with the express objective of improving his shooting, which I don't think we did much of. But the people in Italy, he had the opposing teams applauding the plays that he made. I mean, he just is so explosive, and I mean, he plays so hard, and you know, he just, like right there, he just is, he's just a great athlete, and when he learns to shoot it, they can't stop him.
He's glad he broke his promise, and he went to watch when the Rockets played the Heat the second time.
500 in March and still finished with a winning record. Dwyane Wade has made a remarkable impact since returning.
Wade rushed that a bit, but there's no question about it. Dwyane Wade is attacking the basket once again here in game 5.
Peanut butter and jelly in 20 years. Nice passing.
Haslam dunks it in. His real name is Collier.
Starting to see some of that open court brilliance that has become their trademark.
Plus, they're putting the ball in the basket. You look at the athleticism of players like Wade and Jones and Butler and Austin. Their perimeter defense is so good. They can go down and double team in the low post, cause some problems, and then if it's kicked out, have enough athleticism to jump out and contest the open shot, 3-point shot, or in that case, deflect the pass.
Tremendously respectful and quite knowledgeable of the historical impact of one Larry Bird.
Wade and Lamar Odom now helping the Heat to a 7-0 run. They're back within 4. And the defense strong again, a jump ball.
And that was Dwyane Wade that made it happen. They're trapping Baron Davis, which was Stan Van Gundy's game plan.
What Stan Van Gundy loves about Wade is he doesn't really have an ego. He wants to learn. It's been a very physical series. Oh, what a play by Wade!
10 straight points. The Heat back within one. Wade, explosive move with the left hand.
I know jealousy is a bad thing, but
Grant lost it. Eddie Jones lost it. Dwyane Wade finds it and draws the foul. And George Lynch upset with that particular call, but it's not against him, it's against McGlory.
This Hornet team has been involved with the playoffs.
Wade, reach and foul. Oh, and then a hard foul afterward, and a technical foul called on McGlory.
And a nice job by Wade just to get up and walk away, let other guys handle it.
First the personal on Davis, and then they call a technical on McGlory because the hit came after the whistle. Darrell Armstrong in there. Grant. Big shot from Grant to cut it to 7.
Been playing huge minutes here. And Darrell Armstrong keep the spark going here. Turnover.
Eddie Jones. Nice finish from Jones, and it's back to a 5-point game. And it's still with a 6-point lead.
Speaking of good management, Pat Riley doesn't get enough credit. Another turnover here.
And Wade trying to dive on it. A 24-second violation. That's the right call because Miami never had possession of the ball.
High screen and roll with Wong Zhu who can step back and definitely hit that shot.
Wade, up ball. Lots of offensive foul. They wave it off.
Stan Van Gundy is beside himself. Get the ball out of his hands here.
Davis makes his move. The shuffle pass deflected, and there's the buzzer ending the third quarter.
Barron's so good, he was still able to get that ball back. That's the way Haslam took the hit that time and held his ground.
Wade puts it in.
Lamar Odom setting the screen there. Stan Van Gundy said we have to play better in the fourth quarter.
But right now, the Heat with a chance to take the lead again.
Isolation play for Wade.
Wade. Heat lead the game again.
He is playing in another world than everyone else. There's no one in this game that can come anywhere close to matching his athleticism.
Timeout, New Orleans.
I don't think people really understand. This is a rookie playing his first year at the point guard position. He's in his first playoff series, and he's up against an all-pro guard who also is one of the best defensive point guards in this league. That's what he's up against in his first go-round. I think he's done remarkably well. He had a tough game in Game 3, but his other games have been solid, if not spectacular. I think he's done a heck of a job, and I think he's a guy that's just going to continue to get better and better and better as his career goes on.
Easier said than done, Bill. You can't say anything bad about the defense of the Heat, the way they played. Odom comes back with a 3.
He's a willing passer.
This game has certainly slowed down. Wade with the steal. Can't finish. Eddie Jones trying to get it. Wesley knocked it away.
Haslam.
And it go the other way. I tell you what, I'm sweating. It's so hot in here. And the crowd on its feet. Jones for 3. Eddie Jones. Jones calling for the ball. Shot clock winding down. Odom. Shot clock at 2. Odom didn't realize it. Wade just gets it off. It's good. A 3.
It looked as if the Miami Heat were totally up against it. The shot clock expiring with the ball in the air, and the crowd erupts.
21 for the rookie. Heat by 3.
Miami Heat a chance to close out the series, but no road team has won yet so far between these two teams. For the Heat, though, it's been a terrific run led by a rookie, Dwyane Wade, absolutely magnificent in the postseason in his first playoffs ever.
They had the big lead the first half, led by as many as 11 in Game 5, and then had a dreadful fourth quarter.
Yeah, P.J. Brown has completely shut down Lamar Odom.
Wade, tough shot. I was about to say bad shot from Dwyane Wade. Grant left open and makes them pay. Traded 4 times.
Hasn't played a lot, obviously hardly at all in the playoffs, but what a huge impact as Grant dribbles it off Baron Davis. Wade, the floater. And finally, the drought ends. They had missed 14 straight shots before the rookie makes it a 15-point game. Just gets it off in time, and it won't go. Wade, tough rebound.
Just overpowering Baron Davis.
Eddie Jones for three. And after missing 14 in a row, they hit back-to-back.
He's getting everybody else involved. The same thing that Kobe Bryant got so roundly criticized for earlier games against Sacramento this year.
That's a pretty move from Wade, using his strength. And again, it's a 12-point game. Wade now with 6 points.
David West, Stacey Augmon.
Good ball denial from Wade. Made it a difficult pass. Davis saying he's tugging on my shirt, and he sat down right away. He was uncomfortable standing. And there's a foul. Baron Davis called for the trip. Again, I'm not going to make excuses for him, but this is very difficult for Blaine Reichelt and Sean Corbin. Only 2 refs in a very physical, intense, heated playoff game.
Eddie Jones was the bright spot for Van Gundy.
And there's a rare lapse defensively for the Hornets as Wade. Good strong drive, and Wade now with 10 points. See, that's why they built the big lead early, because he wasn't doing things like that. Davis now all of a sudden looking for a shot. He shot the first 3 times he's touched it, and Wade able to put it in. It's an 8-point game. Now, granted, he's a terrific scorer. He's their leading scorer, and they need him to do it. But he had such a perfect balance in the first half.
Nice pass by Odom, but Dwyane Wade stopped on the play.
Oh, pretty shot from Eddie Jones. Only had 4 points in the first half, has 9 in the third quarter. Haslam can't hit. Wade. Oh, hard foul from Brown. That's a hard foul.
He just looks at him there.
I think unnecessary. That could have been a flagrant. P.J. Brown, who's one of the all-time gentlemen in the league, and the sportsmanship winner, I think he went over the line that time. He came up on 2 minutes remaining here in the third. David West, who's been in foul trouble all afternoon, forces out. A little defense from Wade there on the much taller West. Good help defense from Odom, who pokes it away. And Wade with an easy 2. Armstrong thought he was fouled. Odom's done that all series. He really comes out on the double team on the high pick and roll. Augmon.
Oh, what a
Wade
great
got hit
by Wade.
Steve Smith hit him, and Wade is shaken up. Inadvertent foul by Smith. He went for it and banged into Wade. Loose ball foul. Hornets in the penalty, so Wade will shoot.
0-2 lifetime. They really have a sense that it's going to happen here today, and why not? The defense continues. Control of the loose balls in the offensive brilliance of the front court for Tim Floyd.
Wade hits the 3. That's a good start for the fourth quarter. 6% shooting in the fourth quarter. But, of course, that was on their home floor. Oh, Wade nearly with the steal.
Rebounds and quick outlets. The transition defense in the last 2 games for New Orleans has been superb.
Oh, Wade can't get it to fall, but a foul. Stacey Augmon call for the personal, and Wade will go to the free throw line.
Nice post-entry pass, Wade.
Good shot from Odom. Odom has had a long afternoon. A lot in the third quarter. He's back to being a playmaker here in the fourth. Shot clock winding down.
They're trying to get to that double screen. That was about as poor of a sequence as you can have.
Yeah, it's just too much dribbling.
More than a comeback, they're going to need a collapse by New Orleans.
Odom hits a 3.
Lynch, who started so strong, set the tempo. Been unable to continue it. Hasn't really needed to come up with much.
How about Wade? And it's an 8-point game. This is the closest they've been here in the fourth quarter. Had trailed by as many as 18 in the period. Wade. P.J. Brown's help defense forced that turnover. And Davis draws the foul down the other end. Odom is fouled out of the game. He probably would have gotten another free throw. Doesn't matter, though, as he knocked it in.
A lot of one-on-one dribbling.
A good, strong move to the goal from Wade. And Wade now with 25 points. Well, he's played his first terrific playoff game on the road. Blocked by Davis. They reset the shot clock, but they shouldn't. The Heat do not need a 3. Wade, tough move, and puts it in. What an amazing rookie.
And the fans in South Florida walking up the steps and making their way for what is always a special event. A Game 7 in the NBA playoffs. It is unmatched.
Dwyane Wade is only a rookie for the Miami Heat, but twice in this series he has made the game-winning shot. And it appears that he's the type of player that thrives on these situations, and that is why Miami selected him with the 5th pick in last year's draft. I talked to Randy Funn, the general manager. He said, just look at what he did last year in 5 games. Now, this was in the NCAA tournament where every game was win or go home. He said he was outstanding. The game against Missouri, he was at both ends of the floor. At that game, I called up Pat Riley, and I said, you have to take a look at this guy. We then watched him beat Pitt with a tremendous game with 22 points. But then he went against Pat Riley's alma mater, Kentucky, with a 26-game winning streak. He came up with only the 4th triple-double in the history of the NCAA tournament. And Pat Riley and Randy Funn said, that's our guy of the future.
And he has gone longer than any of the top rookies in the NBA. A rookie no longer is Dwyane Wade getting the rebound. The free agent came over from the Clippers. Wade with a great move against Barry Davis. Dwyane Wade with a classic.
What a matchup we have here between Wade and Davis. Two of the quickest guys in the league. So good with the ball. So good with their ability to get to the rim. The top of the key is pretty special.
And Dwyane Wade, and we're going to have a foul, and they're going to be called against the Hornets. Baron Davis. There's the pass by Armstrong. The entry pass picked off by Caron Butler. Butler leaving it open, and Udonis Haslem, who's entering the game. Wade beating Caron Butler, is off to a great start. 6 of 8 from the field, working against Caron Butler. The Heat end up with a loose ball again. Here's Dwyane Wade going in. Gets the basket. Stacey Hoffman was all over him, and Dwyane Wade made an incredible basket.
Wow. Wow, what a finish. Unbelievable body control, and Miami just playing exactly how they want to play, and now a charge on Davis.
Nothing going right for the Hornets. The Miami Heat coming out of the chute, beating the Hornets to the ball at every turn.
Turnover that leads to another open floor situation, and Wade, as good as there is as a young player with his body control, watch him absorb the body contact from Ogden and still have the athleticism and strength to finish the play.
For the New Orleans Hornets, coming off 3-point basket. Speaking of a 3, there is Rafer Alston, and Wesley out of control. And the follow, and right now the Hornets can't do anything, and Baron Davis, their heart and soul, in the locker room with a tailbone injury, and Dwyane Wade picking up the 2nd foul for him, and the crowd disagreeing with that call by Bennett Salvatore.
Wade's got 2 fouls now. He's going to take a little rest here for the last minute and 10 seconds to stay out of foul trouble offensively, especially without Baron Davis. He's got to get after it, decide, look, I'm going to get some shots up, I'm going to attack the rim.
Like Dwyane Wade does.
That's exactly right.
Wade with 6. Winner will face the Indiana Pacers Thursday on TNT at 9 p.m. Game 1, and the offensive foul, Miami Heat. So the Hornets stay in town. Biggest lead was 15. Good ball movement, and the field goal by Caron Butler. 19 for Butler.
Just a few possessions away for the Hornets of really getting back into this thing, but they've got to make stops.
Well, they got to stop Caron Butler, that's for sure. 21 points for Butler.
Came into this game shooting about 38% during the series. Another turnover for the Hornets.
And Wade gets fouled by Wesley as P.J. Brown lost the ball. A lot of those turnovers are coming right in the open court.
Well, then you're coming out of the game. And Barrett says, no, I'm not. I'm staying in.
Able to take the ball in the basket, make a jump stop, nice little bounce pass. He's showing me a lot here.
Odom has 2. Odom with 12 points in the game.
It'll be very interesting, but you know, the Timberwolves impressed me in round 1 versus Denver. They defend much better than Sacramento, so it'll be interesting.
Dwyane Wade with the lay-in.
Caron Butler early in his career, just in his 2nd year.
The drawing between the 2 teams not been a factor. Dwyane Wade getting a hand, sitting down with 10, picking up his 4th foul. As we get close to 3 minutes to go, and this crowd a bit anxious, and there's Brian Grant driving in. Basket counts and a foul. A big one for the Heat. They don't have a lot of margin here on the clock. Wade gets free and puts it in. Finally, this crowd can breathe easy. The Heat will win its 16th in a row at home. The Miami Heat, no one gave them a chance in March of making the playoffs, and now they move to the 2nd round.
couple days ago, a Game 7 win against the New Orleans Hornets for the Miami Heat. What makes this Miami team go?
Well, Kevin, it starts with the brilliance of their young rookie point guard, Dwyane Wade. This young guy is such an exciting player, and has he really grown up before our very eyes? Game 1 of the playoffs against the New Orleans Hornets. He gets in the lane for the game winner. You see the speed, the quickness, the power up over the top of Baron Davis. And then in Game 5, the series tied 2-2, shot clock winding down under a minute. He buries the 3 with a quick release. Not known as an outside shooter, shot this calmly, buried it. They get a 3-2 lead. They go on and win the series. So this young guy is what makes their team go. We'll have to see how they react. Indiana, how slow will they get off?
This is Wade fouled as he hits the shot. Count it. And a foul on the play, and Tinsley, the point guard for the Pacers, will pick it up.
He wants to get the ball inside the lane, but you can see as the playoffs have gone along, he's become a little bit more confident with that jump shot. And as he grows as a player, and he can start making that 20-footer with confidence, his game is even going to grow by more leaps and bounds than it already has. Playoff series a couple years ago.
Miami has missed their last 13 shots. The shot clock now with 7. Wade surrounded by defenders, but left above them all.
Well, he had to work hard for that one. Every shot contested.
Double figures with 14, game high. Ron Butler now trying to do the same thing to Artest at the other end, and does right between the eyes.
Isolate against his team. They just lock up and load up against that paint. Every shot's contested there, Kevin.
Miami is +1 in rebounding for Ron Butler. Dwyane Wade. Wow.
Swept a few of them.
And they have the second best home record in the NBA, did Indiana. And the #1 road record in the NBA. A long-range three by Rafer Alston. Wade over Miller.
He's playing as a 2 guard now, so Reggie has to play Wade instead of Eddie Jones. That's a more favorable matchup for Wade.
Wade flies inside. Defense by O'Neal, but nonetheless it goes in.
That's a tough cover right there for Reggie. Wade is so quick and fast.
Freddie Jones. Rebound by Rasul Butler. Miami +3 in rebounding tonight. Ooh. Wow.
And you see a little, just a taste
that was something
of the crossover.
For what Isaiah did here as a head coach.
And that's good because Isaiah did some wonderful things here. Sometimes you make decisions to move in a different direction. You see Dwyane Wade with a jumper. Like just good enough defense to win that basketball game as they go through droughts offensively.
If they hit here, they can make it a single-digit deficit game. Alston, Wade, always attacking. Dwyane Wade. We're down to a 9-point game with 9:43 to play and a timeout taken by Indiana.
For these young guys who want to come out early to the NBA, I think of Dwyane Wade. He decided to stay at Marquette, had a great junior year, went to the Final Four, led his team, comes in, he's mature, he's ready to play.
Wade with a runner inside. Beautiful play by the rookie Wade, who's got 18.
See, again, he's playing that 2-guard position right now, so Rafer Alston doing the majority of the ball handling. Dwyane Wade looking to be more of a scorer.
Great series of moves, and Lamar Odom with the quick shot inside.
And he's driving.
Alston, Wade thinking about 3. And knocked it down. Bob McAdoo has worked so many hours on that jump shot of Dwyane Wade, who is an attacker at college at Marquette, and now he's added that jump shot to his game, much more balanced. 4.5 to play in the game. Wade down the baseline. And Dwyane Wade has tied Artest with game-high honors at 22 apiece as they battle in Miami.
Remember now, during the regular season, they outscored them by 37 points in 3 games, so that is a trend.
For Ron Butler.
Wow, what a beautiful move to start off the ball game by Jermaine O'Neal. Just too much size for that Miami Heat front line. You talk about Brian Grant, Caron Butler, and Lamar Odom, biggest guy, 6'9".
Oh, Wade just blows by everybody.
And how about that move by the rookie? He has played great all year long and has picked it up in the playoffs. You see his quickness there and his strength exploding to the basket.
Wade, a crossover dribble, leaves it for his teammate Odom. Tie game.
Wade has too much quickness. Especially, you know, the guy can go down low and dominate you, then step outside and knock down that 15-footer.
There's the guy that Dan was talking about before the game, has got to come to life. Eddie Jones. Wade going to work with 3 on the shot clock. He's fouled by Jones. In the regular season, up to 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2.5 assists now in the playoffs.
Wade got one of two, but he got it back. And he'll take a runner over O'Neal.
I just love the way this kid plays. I mean, he's got so much strength and ability to get inside and finish. I mean, he's just going to be a great player. He already is, but as a rookie, he's unbelievable.
To Al Harrington. Big men aren't supposed to do that.
Here's Wade, kick out. Allen's going to take a deep one this time, and he's got the feeling going on. Malik off the bench, 2 quick baskets. Wade got double teamed, and Bender came up, or rather, Harrington came up with a steal. Collision in the paint after the pass, and a foul. Gets it out to Grant. He'll take the long jumper, and Odom with another offensive rebound. His 5th offensive board. Wade, jump stop, and a hammer.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Brad. A little pump fake. His quickness, explosive to get to the basket and finishes with a flush.
He is really fun to watch.
That gets you excited.
Tried to draw the foul, didn't, and still made the bucket.
Brian Grant, you saw on the bench. He only played 18 minutes in game 1 because of the same problem of early foul trouble. Talked about the rookie sensations this year. LeBron James won Rookie of the Year. Carmelo Anthony finished 2nd. But the guy that's still playing is the guy that we're watching tonight, Dwyane Wade. 16 points, 4.5 assists. In any other year, he would have been the guy. And he is a talent that's not even tapped yet because he's playing the point guard position, something he hadn't played at Marquette, and he does a lot of things well, guys.
Well, you watch here. After the turnover, he's going to get back on defense. And you watch, here's Dwyane Wade. Watch what he does here on this play. He jumps right in front of Al Harrington, establishes position, draws the charge, and nullifies the remaining play. I mean, that's it. That is a heads-up play. Supermodel / broadcaster next to me.
Oh, you don't have to call me that, John. Here's Odom, baseline. Got it. Grant with the 3 fouls. Obviously, starting this 3rd quarter, gets his first rebound of the stanza.
For Miami to win the game, they're going to have all cylinders firing. And one guy that's not firing, you see Wade there lay it up, is Caron Butler, who had a terrible first half, who's actually played good for this Miami Heat team. So
try to steal one on the road. They're very good at home, and they know that. Wade has 4 in the quarter and 13 for the game. He's the leading scorer for Miami.
Kid's unbelievable, man. His poise, his strength, his ability to get to the basket and finish. It's fun to watch him play.
Brian Grant just strong arms one inside. That's only his 2nd field goal. Miami looks tired right now, and maybe they should. They had to battle for 7 against New Orleans just to get here. That guy doesn't look too tired.
That kid's unbelievable.
He's really good.
I'm telling you.
And Odom almost had another rebound, didn't get it. The Heat has only 1 3-pointer tonight. We talked about their 3-point shooting woes in the playoffs. Came in at 25%. It's not getting any better tonight. And now Dwyane Wade throws his shoulder, and he picks up his 5th foul. Harrington holding his ground.
It's another charge.
Pollard didn't see the ball coming. Turns it over. Here's Wade. I was hoping he was going to get by everybody in the open floor just for one more highlight. Kenny Anderson picks up the foul.
Miami is that they played well at home, and they're going to have a lot of confidence.
Exactly. They got to have all those fans out there screaming and yelling as hard as they can.
They'll scream for this kid.
How emotions can change so quickly. 5 days ago, Miami was euphoric after closing out the Orleans Hornets in a Game 7. But now they're fighting to stay alive in the playoffs. It won't be easy. Nobody knows that better than Dwyane Wade, who's with Charles Davis.
Thank you, Gary. Dwyane, you guys have a young team, an emotional team. Should be another sellout crowd here. I'm guessing that plays to your team's advantage tonight.
I think it do. You know, that's a place that we love to play, a place that we feel very comfortable playing, and a place that we just go out and play. You know, besides on the road, you know, we hold back. So I think tonight's going to be a very exciting game for us.
You're a guy who's had an impact on the series, and your team now has to have this game. What are the keys to victory tonight for your ball club?
We got to get out and use, you know, our youth. We got to get out and run. We got to get the ball off the glass and just get out and run and just move the ball. Everyone on the team needs to touch the ball. You know, we need to have, you know, up the board. We need everybody to, you know, to be the same statistically. We don't need one guy here and another one there. We need everybody to really touch the ball and just, you know, play team basketball.
Both teams will be adrenaline flowing here early. Odom get a back up. Foster comes out on him, and Miami still hasn't been able to find the mark, but Wade comes down to the rebound. They'll back it out. They'll reset it. You know Miami's sky high. They want to get back into the series. Right now, maybe trying a little bit too hard. Out it comes to Caron Butler, and Butler is able to hit, and they're on the scoreboard. Malik Allen is coming to the game now for Odom, who picked up his second foul. Here's Foster on the deflection. Out of control, he'll lose it. Both teams a little shaky here in the early going.
That's going to create a problem for you.
Wade gets a screen, goes in, changed the shot. Acrobatic attempt. Grant rips it down. Here's Dwyane Wade, who's had some spectacular moments in the playoffs. A foul away, and we're tied at 4. I tell you, Dwyane Wade is going to be a special player.
He sure is. He's going to get better and better. The more he works on a perimeter jump shot, I don't know that anybody can stop him.
And I don't know if they can consistently stick with that.
Tell you what, Dwyane Wade continues to play like that. They got a shot at it. He is cut it to 4. Wade now with 4 points in the game. Wade the other way. They want to run at every opportunity. That's when they're at their best. And the bouncer's going to go in. Butler able to score it. Wade quickly. Come up the middle. Dumps it off inside now. Allen muscles up, and he went right over that time. Harrington. Caron Butler with Jonathan Bender, who's coming to the game, picking him up. Wade with 10 on the shot clock. Kicks it out. Olsen will move in for a 2, and he got it. John Thompson mentioned when he comes into the game, the up-tempo starts to occur. There's Allen on the deflection, goes in, and Allen playing with some confidence.
Well, he's giving them some inside presence, too.
Carlisle is a new father. His wife, Donna, having the baby the last 3 days, as Wade able to connect. Now, he has a total of 6 points. He could be huge as they go down to this stretch run.
I believe this pace definitely benefits Indiana.
Look at that. Wade found it. Grease went down inside and draws a foul. Didn't look like he had any maneuvering room, and he got the ball inside. Wade into the offensive end. Wade with 8 points in the game, 3 of 7. He'll slash inside. He has the teardrop, and all of a sudden now the rookie's starting to step up.
He's a good-looking player. And there's Pat. There's Pat, and you've got to credit Pat with putting this team together. They weren't expected to do anything this year. He steps down, the Stan Van Gundy's done a great job.
Well, he set a great standard here, conditioning-wise, discipline-wise, and Haslam checks in and hits.
And then they run on defense.
Jones from outside, and that is a big 3 for him.
He knew he was going to Jermaine O'Neal the entire trip down the floor.
4-point game. Wade going inside, and he elevates, and he's going to be fouled. He is fearless. He took it in that time right into the wall with Haslam.
Gotta love this guy. You just gotta love him.
Boy, that's a tough matchup, isn't it? Out it comes to Wade with 5 seconds. Wade now clear. He gets some spacing, and he got fouled.
That's a great call.
No hand.
However, that is his 4th foul, and Wade gets them both.
Miami really struggles in a half-court, grinded-out game when you've got to try to score half-court baskets.
Wade for the baseline, gets the bounce. I thought that wasn't going to make it, but it did.
I thought so, too, but that's the kind of shot they have to make.
Wade now uses the screen by Odom. Lamar looks in against Jermaine O'Neal. Eddie Jones flashed inside, couldn't get it to him. Here's Wade from outside, he got it too.
I love that kid.
Especially when he's thinking shoot. Especially when he's thinking shoot.
Wade will back it out. Wade with 17 points, 12 points for Odom as well for Eddie Jones. Odom going to try to go inside on Harrington. And go.
Everybody, scratch that dunk of the night thing. Look at this. Oh!
He is something. The 5th pick in the draft. Unanimous all-rookie team this year. And, you know, if he hadn't been hurt this year, and, of course, the dominance of LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony, we might have a 3-way race for Rookie of the Year.
And he didn't dunk that on some chump. He dunked that on a shot blocker.
Wade has 19 points, and he has 8 of the Heat's 12 points here in the 4th quarter. They dump it inside. Grant trying to dig it out. Harrington comes up with it.
Can't do that. Look out.
It isn't over yet. Here's Reggie, who's been so quiet. O'Neal can't handle it. He lost it. Gets everybody's attention. 6-point game. And a quick foul by Tinsley as they inbounded away. And that last one was from a long ways out. Miami's a different team at home, and we've seen it tonight. Come out with pressure. Rick Carlisle wanted to come out and trap the ball. They didn't do it. Wade then has it slapped away. And what do we got here? We're going to have a foul as Artest, Wade are down.
I think they're going to give that to Harrington. A little careless with the ball, not real strong with it right here, but has the presence of mind to go after it. Harrington grabbing around the waist, but
he's fouled out of the game.
Ron Artest gave him a little extra something there on the bottom of that pile. This Heat team has really, really showed us something tonight.
And Wade continues to hit some big shots.
And he puts forth effort on the boards as well as trying to defend.
Bender outside. Bender, long three. Didn't get it. It was close. Anthony Johnson put back. No. Wade climbs up, gets the rebound, and he's fouled.
But look at Dwyane Wade. This guy's in here competing. I mean, going to the board.
Kings immediately will switch out there at the conclusion of this.
You know, it's electric, and the big reason is because Dwyane Wade. The guy is a rookie playing a new position. He has made this his team, his city, and probably is going to be bigger than a partner of yours, Bob Greasy. So, oh boy. I mean, this guy's unbelievable. What?
And it was just a touch pass. As soon as he got his fingertips on it, it was already bouncing the other way. Wade with a kick out. Jones from 18. Got it. Dwyane Wade is yet to score. Butler will try deep on the baseline, and he drops it down. Well, Dwyane Wade's the only starter that hasn't scored for Miami. Wade to the hole, and he's fouled. And fouled fairly hard.
That's what I like about him. He has no fear whatsoever. I mean, just goes hard to the rack. And Brad, I'm going to say something. I know Sean's going to get a rise out of this one, but, you know, Carmelo got all that hype, and LeBron got all that hype. I'm not so sure when it's all said and done. This guy may be better than the both of them.
Austin for three. That's his second three-pointer. So now Indiana has to rely more heavily on their bench. There's Wade on a drive. Off the glass, his first field goal.
I tell you, when he develops that outside jumper, that's even going to be easier for him to go to the glass. He's just so quick, powerful. He's a great finisher around the basket.
Alston, a little shake against Miller. Odom for three in the lead. Got it!
Well, he's got to keep the defense honest.
Foul in the lane. Got the second.
The way he's dominated inside. Guy's on his way to a 40-point ball game.
Jones around a pick, knocked it down, tie game.
And that basket comes off the penetration. The guard penetrates, sucks in the big man. His guard, O'Neal, kicks in the ball, and he's able to penetrate to the basket.
Wade with a crossover dribble and the fadeaway jumper ties it again. That's what I'm talking about, Sean.
Man, I hear you loud and clear. That was a big-time move. Shows you what kind of ability he has.
That's a pretty smart move. Over on the baseline by the rookie, trapped and got the shot away and drew the foul on Artest, his second. Despite the fact they have some guys that are close to 7 feet, he's the heaviest. 10 on the shot clock, 16 in the game clock. No fouls to give here for the Pacers. Wade is fouled on the baseline. Second time he's been fouled over in that corner. Wade now has hit his last 4 free throws.
I believe I could get up and down the court a few times. Quit kidding yourself. I play with Keith. If there's one guy over there who would take a piece of him, he would.
Ron, of course, has been known to gesture the crowd here in Miami.
Reggie probably could have gotten a better shot than that. He's had better looks all night.
Wade crossing the lane is fouled by Tinsley. So far, but you don't want it in his hands with a game on the line if you're a Miami Heat fan. Pacers throw it away. Now, wait a minute. Are they going to say tip ball? Going the other way.
Near three-pointers by Al Harrington. They're not running the type of offense they did in the first half.
Anthony Johnson fouls Dwyane Wade, the rookie out of Marquette at the free throw line. He has 12 points tonight. Had 22 in game 1, 19 in the second game, 25 in the Heat's win the other night to go with 5 rebounds and 6 assists. And he's got another dozen here tonight. One's not going anywhere either because it's blocked by Dwyane Wade.
Great jam by Wade to get over there and put a hand into her face and get back to his guy and getting a block shot.
Oh, nice spin move by Wade. He's fouled. Boy, he's quick, isn't he?
Quick isn't the word for him.
Great spin move by Wade. Neal with a playoff career high, 32, but Odom
has an answer on the other end with a three. Wade's going to give it up to Allen, who set the pick for him and then got the dive from Dwyane Wade.
Tim!
A former teammate of yours.
That's my boy!
A former colleague of ours. 3:38 left and a good one here. 5 on the shot clock. Wade will take it over O'Neal and got it.
And that's what Dwyane Wade has to do. They continue to go underneath the screen.
Wade wisely gave that ball up. Challenging Wade. All that quickness on the perimeter.
He goes between the two All-Stars and scores. This kid's last name should be 4 letters, but it should be G-U-T-S.
Yeah, you see the quickness here, and then he has the strength to go in, take the contact, and finish the shot. I don't know if we can call him a rookie anymore, guys.
Ron Artest put off a little bit more than he could chew, trying to challenge Dwyane Wade on the perimeter.
It looks like there'll be a game 5 he can play in.
1:10 left. Good job by Wade here, pulling out, running some clock. He's going to have a high pick and roll with Lamar Odom.
There's the pick. Oh, now Ron Artest with a tackle. I'm not sure he meant that one, but he sure took Mr. Wade off his feet. And the fans don't like that at all. And Dwyane Wade's not crazy about it. The Heat have evened the Eastern Conference semifinals with the top-seeded Pacers. And here's Wade and Miami looking to get the ball out. Interchangeable parts. They don't play necessarily by assigned positions. And Wade is fouled by Tinsley on the jumper, and Dwyane Wade will go to the floor. Caron Butler beating Grant, and good interior defense by O'Neal, but Miami has it with 8 on the shot clock. Wade with the turnaround. He's got it. Dwyane Wade with his first field goal of the game, and it is now a tie game at 7.
He's just a beautiful player. I really do feel like the only thing missing from his game is a consistent three-point jump shot. He's got it all.
Caron Butler from the corner. 9 on the shot clock for Miami. 4-point lead for the Indiana Pacers. Here is Wade with a great first move to the basket. Dwyane Wade, who has led his team in scoring in 3 out of the 4 games, tied with Lamar Odom in game number 2, and it's a 2-point affair. Early block and great hustle overall.
And let's keep an eye here. Ron Artest is taking a crack at Dwyane Wade right off the bat to start this quarter with this hodgepodge lineup that the Pacers have.
Ryan Grant hitting the jumper.
Very quick shot.
Good feed into Malik Allen, who has not missed tonight. Malik Allen with another field goal. 4 for 4. Last switch. Wade looking for Malik Allen. Wade defended by Tinsley. Tough shot by Wade. Basket counts and a foul. How did he get that one off against the double team?
This kid is just something else. I mean, the strength, the poise that he has for such a young player. Look at this move.
Wade has been the only Miami player that's been able to penetrate this team defense of the Indiana Pacers. This defense becomes a lot more porous when the big fellas.
Porous. More. Here is Dwyane Wade going up, and the blocking foul called against Al Harrington. Caron Butler lays it in. Still time for Miami. Biggest lead right now of the game. And here is Butler hitting the 3. Caron Butler with a big 3-point basket. Especially when you consider Reggie Miller, a lot of people expected much of, has taken only 4 shots tonight. So let's see what Miami does for an answer. Dwyane Wade, how about that for an immediate reply?
Come off the block a little bit. Come off the block and use his quickness.
He's the step out and face
there.
Odom. Good play, driving with his left hand.
What Austin Crozier wants to do. He wants to shoot the basketball. If he doesn't do that, he's going to drive right.
There is Odom going in. A tough basket and a foul. Austin Crozier beating Anthony Johnson. Crozier for 2. And the offensive rebound by Foster. What a game for Foster. 6 offensive rebounds, but on the turnover, here come the Heat. And the 3-point basket by Eddie Jones.
And really needs to work on going right, finishing, having something where he can finish a little bit going right.
Here's Wade, and it drops for him. So Dwyane Wade, who is getting his first taste of playoff action in his first year. The rookie from Marquette has 14 points to try to send it to a 7th game.
And their most timely. Their most timely, and they had to have this one. Had to have it.
Wow. Tinsley misses, and Rasul Butler getting the rebound. And Wade has it, 14 points, so 9 have been cut off the biggest lead for Indiana. Dwyane Wade gets the basket and the foul, and lo and behold, it can become an 11-point game if he makes the free throw.
That guy's just amazing. I mean, the body control going after that loose ball on the other hand.
Because that guy is just an offensive machine.
8 on the shot clock. Artest throws it away to Dwyane Wade. Reggie Miller to beat if he can. And does.
And that's where I think the young rookie's at his best. He uses the strength of his ability to finish off plays underneath.
Has to throw it away, and Wade's got his second steal. Here's Eddie Jones for 3. There's the answer.
Diet of pick and rolls. Miami's doing a good job of trapping. They're trying to spread the defense. See Wade getting into the paint.
That's a sensational move there.
Great spin move by the rookie and drew a foul.
How to have a feel for the game like Dwyane Wade does. That spin move was otherworldly.
Of the quarter, Artest goes hard to the rack. Wow. And it pinned against the glass. What a foul.
I don't care that he pinned that ball against the rim. He comes in there with such power and authority. No, we've had enough of a taste.
Indiana almost turned it over again.
Cavalier with the basketball.
Turned it over 10 times.
Wade inside this time. That cuts the lead to 1.
I think his poise, which you cannot teach. You know, you got some guys that have been playing in the league for 10, 11 years, and they don't carry themselves like Dwyane carries himself, you know, on the court. It's like he's been here before.
Just growing as a player by the day, by the quarter.
O'Neal goes over the top of everybody, and that is his 3rd foul. Must have been that Jim Gray interview in the pregame. Took him off his game. Wade up and in.
Oh, that's just
Holla! I love that move. Got to the plate, made the nice spin move, and shot the teardrop.
That's just sumptuous, man. I mean, it's just, what a move by Dwyane Wade. That spin move is so quick.
Who's going to have to take over if Miami's going to push this to 7?
Everybody for Miami, obviously Dwyane Wade's got to get it going a little bit more. Only 2 free throws in the game. 3 and 4 wins. He averaged just under 15 free throws a game here. So Indiana's done a nice job keeping him off the free throw line.
Going down behind the back against Miller, and then leaves it for Butler. I didn't even see him sneak that pass over. I'll be honest with you. Somebody was in my line of view.
That was very tricky.
Playoff show Destination Finals nightly on NBA TV. Brad Nessler, Dan Marley, Sean Elliott, Jim Gray from Miami, where the Heat are in trouble now, trying to force a 7th game and trailing by 9. Their biggest advantage for Indiana tonight so far.
And that's what Wade needs. He's been kind of quiet this whole game, and we talked about it in the other games. This has kind of become his team in his city. He's got to put this team on his shoulders right now. He's got the ball in his hands. He's got to be aggressive. He's got to get into the paint and get to the free throw line.
That's asking so much of a rookie. Boy, Grant just keeps banging those boards, doesn't he?
Wade again.
That's what I'm talking about there, the ability to get in the paint and to convert on tough shots.
He's got 12 now.
It's up to him to be aggressive and to get this crowd back into it. An award winner living right next to you. So I'm so happy for that guy. He deserves it. He's worked hard to get his knee back, and that's great for him.
Here's another look at the block shot inside by Dwyane Wade.
Yeah, I thought that was a big man for a minute.
It is a big man. Big man on campus.
3 minutes in the 3rd quarter.
Wade drives and slams.
I'm telling you, when this guy develops a jumper consistently, he's going to be unstoppable with his power and his ability to get to the basket.
It's almost unstoppable now.
That tells you the utility offensively of Miami in that 3rd quarter. Well, they get a stop there.
Well, he found somebody wide open underneath the bucket.
Bender turns on Wade. Tough shot on the baseline. Alston out of the pack. The crowd is trying their darndest. 20,000. Trying to exhort the team on. Wade off the glass. That'll light him up.
Well, I'll tell you what, Artest is on him one-on-one. He thinks they can stop him. Van Gundy said, let's clear it out. Let Wade go one-on-one. Artest played very good defense. Wade just hit an unbelievable shot.
Did you see Artest's reaction after Dwyane Wade knocked that shot down? In disbelief.
Time winding down. Miami. O'Neal got it away. But the rebound is the Heat's. Alston leaves it for Wade.
Miami continues to make runs, and Indiana just responds playing one-on-one.
Wade knocks down another one.
Uh-oh, this place is about to erupt.
Dwyane Wade in the fourth quarters this series is 15 of 25. He's 16 of 26. Doesn't quiet the crowd. Grant the rebound.
Tell you what, I'd be inclined to try to get the ball out of his hands if I was the Pacers.
Miami leads. We're waiting in high tide, fellas.
Tell you what, yeah, they call this place Miami-Dade. Now this is Miami-Wade. Fourth quarter, this is his time.
You're looking at a bona fide superstar in the making. No question about it.
They're facing elimination. Wade again! Wade this one off. And that is 4 on him.
That's Wade just taking what's given to him. Up in the air.
Tipped twice. And O'Neal pulls it down.
Oh, what a battle.
Tinsley against Wade. Grant blocked it from behind, and now Wade fouls O'Neal, and that is 5. And normally you'd say he's a rookie. He can do that work. They can't lose him. Van Gundy has no choice at 7:06 but to take him out at least for a while.
Wow. Just like Wade.
Stan Van Gundy says, all right, 5 minutes left. It's time to play like there's no tomorrow. Wade's going to come back in. You've got to show your mettle sometime, no matter who you're playing on the road. Here's a steal by Wade. Harrington in there for O'Neal. Here's Artest again, though. This time they stop him. Butler out to Wade.
I'm surprised they went so quick. I thought they'd run a little bit of time off the clock.
Wade with that spin move again, and he scores again.
Listen, they can't stop him. Whenever he catches the basketball, you better commit another man, or somebody else besides the primary defender needs to be aware of where he is.